Hey y'all, it's the Calm Corner Show. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's get into it. Hey Soul Family, back again. I'm Erica, your favorite Astro homegirl. And so guys, I guess this one, you could say it's gonna be on Cardi B. I mean, we just did her, pretty much, adding her into the Stone.This reading that I just did, maybe not even the whole week at this point, but she's clearly back in the news and back in the drama, right? She is the drama, it's safe to say. And maybe not allegedly, right? But again, welcome back for all of you guys that's been riding with me, and welcome for all of you guys that are new here. I always get into a little bit of the astrology and the astro weather first before we get down to business and get into the cards, okay? It better helps me help you, as well as it helps me, even it strengthens when I'm able to get down to business and get into the readings, okay? So, Cardi B, we've already done her. So this will be about transits to just see, what's actually going on in the atmosphere around her right now, because she is beefing with Tasha K. Okay, so it's interesting that these two already have a previous long standing, they don't fuck with each other, period, okay? So this has escalated at the top of 2026, okay? She went on a rant. I'm going to make sure that I pull the clips. I don't know, because she's saying a whole lot of cuss words, so I'm going to try to figure out how to keep y'all up to speed on where it started. I don't know if she's saying Tasha started it or vice versa. So, I always do that for y'all for the clips. So, we'll get into that, okay? So, right now, Miss Cardi B, we know she's a Libra sun, guys, okay? And the sun right now is in Capricorn. So, happy solar return and happy birthday to my beautiful Cappies. Okay, Sun, Moon, and Risings, guys. Now, interestingly enough, being in Capricorn, Saturn rule, challenges all around, right? And so we see that she is experiencing challenges at this time, okay, in relationships, right? Moon is in Leo, and that makes sense because Leo is stars, celebrities, the royal house. She's a celebrity, and all type of shit is coming out about her and being more and more exposed. People around her that are attached to her, even just by association. Okay, so that's factual in the planisphere. And of course, Mercury, communication, challenges around that. She is up there on a rant, right, in spaces, cussing Tasha K out. Venus in Capricorn, so that's her. She on her bullshit. She's, a Venus ruled sign. And we can say challenges near Mars. She in here cutting up in spaces, right? Now Jupiter is in Cancer, so she is a new mom. Okay? Saturn in Pisces, that is the industry, challenges in the industry. So Cardi, are you going to be going on this tour or what, girl? What is the deal? Let us know. Uranus is here. Uranus is in Taurus. And there's shakeups in finances for the good or for the bad. But we can see the transits. They're aligning, right? And Pluto in Aquarius, Chiron in Aries. And one thing she gonna do. As the wounded healer, we can see she going through it right now. I think that her moon or either her rising is in Aries. So that's that fiery energy that you get from her. But being that it's a wound in athlete, right? Because Aries rules athletes as well. Her new children's father is experiencing challenges in the skies. Safe to say, in this, Capricorn energy that the sun is in right now, in the current transits, and challenges around him having all these children, as well as she's always concerned and running her mouth to the people, honey, and always worried about what people think about her. And it's interesting with Aries, it's all about how they view her, how they see things, what she has, how pretty she is, identity. So guys, Tasha K is a Pisces sun. And these transits matter to her as well. And her and Cardi are getting, going back and forth. Neptune and Pisces energy in the transit, right? Shake up in resources. Her telling Tasha K, bitch, pay me my money. Okay? That's the transits for Tasha right now. Saturn and Pisces, challenges. She's being challenged by a long-term foe. Right? Interesting. Mars and Capricorn, Venus, Mercury. All of these things are challenges in communication and how we take action. They back and forth arguing and fighting with the Mars energy on Beyonce's internet, right? The transits don't lie. And the moon is in Leo, so we are seeing this the whole world, right? Wow. So, hey, let's get into the reading and the messages, and let's see what's going on with these ladies, and will this come to some resolve, or can they just be amicable enough to just not deal with each other, right? As well as let's just see what's up with Cardi, because honey, she is crashing out a little bit of everywhere, right? So let's get into it, Soul Family, and let's see what's going on, all right? Soul Family, okay, so Tasha K and Cardi B. Well, guys, I pulled together some clips for you guys, to get you all caught up like I always do. So kind of like a mashup, take you back a little bit, then to bring you up to speed to where this whole crash out happened today, okay? So let's get into the clips, and I want to hear what y'all think. Let me say this. Lots of thoughts, lots of different opinions, right? So make sure you guys sound off in the comments and let me know what y'all think. But everybody has a different opinion on how they feel. Some are weighing in Cardi B's favor, and then some are weighing in on Tasha K's, okay? So interestingly, I guess you can say across the board, I feel like everything that, everybody says and feels, it is very valid. Okay, so I want to hear what y'all think. Now, shout out to the cutie sister. Y'all give her a follow. Definitely a super dope channel. Also, the public opinion. She was new. TikTok energy. Shout out to her. And for sure enough, shout out to Jaguar, right? And also just shout out to all the dope content creators, okay? So let's get into the clips, Soul Family.
Tasha K had a network of at least 2,500 people, subs, that were loyal to do whatever she wanted to do. And the reason why she was able to get them was because at the time, she was Alicia Keys and Nicki Minaj's pet, doing hit pieces on all the people that they hated. So they didn't have to say anything. They could act great, and they would just let Tasha annoy the competition to death, which is why Tasha went after Cardi B. Her first big assistant, Chelsea, who was stealing hospital records out of her mother's computer from a hospital where Cardi B was treated. What's super, super interesting in all of that is that when she lost the lawsuit, not Alicia Keys, not Cardi B, not Nicki Minaj offered her a dime to help pay that debt. All the trolling she did for them. Tasha K.
But you're gonna be harassing the people that I be with? No, I got some shit for you. If you think because you don't mention my fucking name, but you're gonna be harassing the people that I be with? No, I got some shit for you. So be ready for that. You ugly ass bitch. If you think because you're not using my name, that is so funny because me and my lawyer have been talking about that shit. Bitch, we got something real fucking hot for that ass. Go talk to your lawyer about it. I've been letting you breathe. I've been letting you breathe because shit been going real smooth for me. I'm not letting you bitches breathe no fucking more. That harassment that y'all be thinking that you're gonna be getting away with. The fuck? You gonna be in your fucking hospital bed owing me, bitch. I'm not playing. And if you think you're gonna be looking for loopholes, harassing the people that I'm involved with, I got another shit coming for you, baby. If you think because you don't mention my fucking name, but you're gonna be harassing the people that I be with, no, I got some shit for you. So be ready for that. It's not. Has been fucking trying me. Fucking to taxes, and that is a fact. You out here begging the IRS and shit, and that is a fact. Begging the IRS to not take your fucking bread because you owe so much fucking money on unpaid fucking YouTube checks, and that is a fact. And one thing about me, I don't owe shit to nobody. I don't owe a soul. I don't owe a soul. I don't owe shit to fucking nobody. My bills is paid on time all the time. One thing about me is I'd rather not splurge than fucking owe anything. That's why you fucking miserable, bitch. You could never bother me. This is not 2008. This is not 2019 and 2018 when people used to hurt my feelings and like I used to cry. Y'all don't got that power on me no more. Bitch, you don't got that power no more. You a fucking scum. And I'm so glad I overpassed that. But bitch, don't ever get it fucking twisted. Just fucking to taxes. And that is a fact. You out here begging the IRS and shit. The same way you think that you doing something, bitch, I'll show you something. Woo. This juice is nasty.
I'm just saying, if I were like that, I'm very vulnerable. You know, I love showing my vulnerability. I think it's normal to show vulnerability. So I love getting on live. I ain't gonna say I love getting on live crying, but I love when I fuck up. I love when I'm emotional. I love when I'm happy. I love when I'm sad. Y'all get to see all parts of me. You know what I'm saying? And it's all parts of my 100% authenticity, you know, my original face, my original hair and hairline. Original, you know, and it will always stay like this, you know, my original body. I love being black. I love being a dark-skinned black woman. I love having a big round nose. I love how it shines when I'm on camera from being drunk. Like, I love all of these. My husband loves to rub noses with me. My kids give me nose rubs. Like, I love everything. I'm just saying, if I were like that. Everything
But the
about
fact
me.
that your husband is there with you at night,
He's
in your
upstairs
bed
sleep.
every
He was like,
day.
Tasha, what happened against it? I said, baby, go to sleep. This has nothing to do with us. Like, baby, just keep working for me. That's all your job is to do. Just keep working for me, working for us. Thank you for having a vasectomy. So in case he did go out and cheat, there wouldn't be no side babies or anything like that. At least, I don't know that life. You understand what I'm saying? I don't. Like, our kids were planned. You know, like we actually, like, you ready to have it? Yeah, I'm ready to have it. Okay, cool. You know, we're gonna do that. Like everything in our life is like planned. Like
Not rebounds,
not
planned.
rebounds, or I'm trying to, you know, or I'm getting with a nigga that everything
But the
about
fact that
me.
your husband is there with you at night,
He's
in your
upstairs
bed
sleep.
every
And look at this dumbass. Don't even know what you're talking about. First of all, I didn't contact nobody. They hit me up because they're ashamed for putting me in some that thing. But you know what? I'm not even gonna talk about it. You're just a dumbass. And send me my check. How about that? Because I haven't contacted nobody. I could put the whole text thread too to show you. Just a dumb. Send me my check, dummy. I can't wait. I can. If you think.
But I hit her today. She getting paid. I see the misreports about the bankruptcy and stuff like that, and that's fine because I'm not here to defend that. When people say, oh, I'm not going to be able to escape the debt, that's not why I filed bankruptcy. I filed bankruptcy to protect my business. It's something that I can't escape and I have to eat, and I'm eating it. And when I hit her today, and let me read to you verbatim what I said. I said, hey, Cardi, if you put a bullet in your head, who is gonna teach me to be a better person? I said, please stop posting stuff like this. I'm gonna pay you. I said, FYI, I just can't afford the $4 million. I know the brand looks like I have $4 million. We do a very good job at that. I just can't afford the $4 million. I don't have it. I know I look like I got it, but I don't have it. I said, Cardi, I love you. That was the hardest thing for me to say to her.
Legal beef going on because did Tasha K really just violate her non-disparaging clause where she cannot talk bad about Cardi B directly or indirectly? The answer is yes. I'm a lawyer and I'm about to break down how Tasha K violated that non-disparaging clause with her crash out on Cardi B, aka Bella Canise, and Bella Canise is about to take her back to the bank that she can't go to because she still owe her from the last bank drop. I'm not sure if Tasha K is aware of this law, but it identifies what she can and cannot say because we all remember when Cardi B sued her for defamation and won that landmark judgment in a tune of millions against Tasha K, who then resorted to filing for bankruptcy and was lying about the bankruptcy, and they caught her in a lie over that lie over another lie. But ultimately, even in her victories, Cardi B was able to secure a non-disparaging clause against Tasha K that prevents her from saying anything disparaging directly or indirectly. Up today, Tasha K had a full-on meltdown because she missed Bella Canise. She missed saying Bella Canise's name. She missed saying Cardi B. She has been so lonely without being able to mention Cardi B. But today, she thought that just because she alluded, that protects her. The statements that she made today. One, let's talk about the Ruggs allegation. Cardi B has 4 kids. This is the same thing that she did a couple of years ago, which is why Cardi B took her to court, amongst other things. So you are coming back to the scene of the crime with the same crime, looking for a different result, Tasha K? You cannot allude directly or indirectly because at the end of the day is going to end and we know who you are talking about. And that's all Cardi B has to prove. And let me tell you how she's going to prove it, because Tasha K went on to post that picture of Stefan Diggs with that pink. And then you alluded to it. 1 + 1 = 2. And that's you, Tasha K. And Bella Canise is about to call her lawyers and prepare to demolish you again. As a lawyer, I do not know why people don't advise their clients to shut the fuck up. This was a crash out that she could not afford. She cannot afford this crash out. So let's talk about the next statement, because the next statement, she talks about a criminal allegation of witness intimidation. That is a crime. That heightens the disparagement to another level because there is no active, pending, future crime that Cardi B, aka Bella Canise, has been charged with. So Tasha K, you just wrote another check that you cannot cash because you still haven't cashed the ones before to give Cardi B her millions. Nurse, when she alluded to a nurse, you're now directing to the mental. And that's not okay because you're not a medical professional. You cannot diagnose, re-nose, no-nose, adult-dose, anyone. So therefore, that heightens the level of disparagement because we know 1 + 1, you are talking about Cardi B, and that's you on the other end of the crime. Bella Canise is about to be undefeated again because the law is very clear. We know who you was talking about, boo-boo. You know who you was talking about. You tried to do that disclaimer. That disclaimer didn't work. It didn't work. We caught it. And then you said, oh, I've been recording from my lawyers. Your lawyer should have told you to get off of the internet. Oh, wait. Then they can't bill hours to watch you crash out and then run up the bank that you don't have because Cardi B is supposed to be getting that money. So get you a new legal team because Cardi B's grade A legal team is going to win every time because they sit back, execute, and they take you to the bank. So Cardi B is up again for the win. I just think Tasha K missed her. That's all. I just think she missed her and she want to be Cardi B's friend so bad. And she's miserable over there being Nicki Minaj's friend. I'm just saying because Cardi B is a vibe. Nicki Minaj is a Lulu. But Cardi B, she want to be Cardi B's friend. Legal beef going on.
And I know you were covering this early on, Dennis. She could have pulled out and simply withdrawn the defamatory stuff at any time. And she refused to do it. And in fact, doubled down and got particularly nasty with Cardi. So Judge Grossman was very clearly attuned to the fact that Cardi had suffered some horrible defamation. And in fact, that's why Judge Grossman had told us at the hearing, the first hearing on the motion to dismiss on January 9th, he was not bothered by the non-disparagement clause at all. And I think you've seen the transcript. He's gone, he went over and over again. If that's what your problem is, I have no problem with that after what this judgment was about. And keep in mind, this non-disparagement, and by the way, you know, have you ever seen a non-disparagement clause that is only for one side?
No, I didn't.
Have you ever seen it?
No.
Which, by the way, if we
I've been laughing all day. She be so loud too and cussing. And let me tell y'all, you know what? Cardi did all this shit, and them charges not going nowhere. That assault is not them. Felony charges are not going nowhere. They're not going nowhere. You could get mad at Tasha K and try to deflect. You could come up here using Nicki Minaj to try to deflect. Those charges in this scandal is not going anywhere. And it's not going nowhere because Stephon Diggs allegedly cannot keep his hands and feet to himself, allegedly. And it's going to be more scandal. And this is your karma. And I'll go, hold on, let me sip my coffee. I'm no real type of friend. And then the gag is this, what's even more bad. You up here defending Stephon honor, and this alleged rumors, that he got more girls, allegedly got more girls pregnant. But the gag is you're getting mad at Tasha K because of what your man doing, because your man has poor dick management. That ain't got nothing to do with Tasha K. That has nothing to do with no Tasha K. That got to do with your man. That got to do with your man. And also, you guys, let me tell y'all, spit and fire. And Cardi B up here talking about suing Tasha K, but Stephon got several lawsuits. So y'all got to pay those lawyer fees too. You can sue Tasha K 1,000,000 times. Just like Tasha K said at first. Okay, the first time I wasn't prepared. The first time I just got started. Yes, the first time you got me. But at the end of the day, now I'm good and I got lawyers that know what the hell they're doing and we're ready. And Tasha K can countersue. But this is the thing. Cardi be coming up here and you still fucking loud and wrong. You still loud and wrong. You still in the wrong. You was over there intimidating a witness. That's all Tasha K said. How you mad at Tasha K? Because she said their charges can be pressed because you're intimidating a witness. You got mad at Tasha K for that. Everybody was seeing it on the internet. How you gonna get mad at Tasha K for that? I'ma sue you and this and that and that. Just the stuff she said to Tasha K was nasty. And all y'all born ass over there talking about, oh well, she this and she that. Baby, y'all are missing the point. Look how she's sitting up there talking to that girl. You, baby, let me tell you something. You can go ahead and sue Tasha K if you feel that's what you need to do, but Tasha K can countersue. Tasha K can countersue because we heard those spaces rants, and so did her lawyers. And if you think that woman not going to be prepared this time, you got another thing coming. Talk about, run me my check. Run me my check. How somebody going to run you your check? Then she's talking about, I never paid for a nigga. I never did this. How you ain't never paid for a nigga? You going to end up paying Offset. How you ain't never paid for a nigga? You gonna help Stephon with them lawyer fees? You sitting up here popping in it, and your karma is coming back. You sitting up there, I'ma sue you, but guess what? You still got this scandal right here under your belt. Yes, she did. You still got this scandal under your belt.
Okay, so family, so of course I already blessed the cards and it's interesting, so make sure y'all sound off in the comments because I definitely want to hear y'all thoughts on Tasha K and Cardi B. And I just wanted to say that even from the clips that I'm gonna make sure that I add in for you guys, what trips me out the most is it seems like messages about to come out, my nose itching again. What I was saying was that I feel like with them, it's an ongoing thing, but this is like deja vu. You know, we going back down memory lane because this same rant that Cardi has pretty much had today is giving the same energy when this all jumped off years ago between the two of them, right? So it's like this situation is starting all over again. So let's get into the cards. And I guess the best thing that we should do, because Cardi has so much going on, is let's just get into her current energy. Because, you know, every day is something new with her and Stephon. And, you know, him and his allegations and allegedly more children. And you know what I was gonna say too? I noticed somebody sounded off in the comments to me, and they was getting me all the way together, wasn't they? When they said that when, if I'm not mistaken, I have to go back because I can't, you know, remember everything. I just go with, you know, what the reading or what spirit is saying at the moment in time. But if I'm not mistaken, it was energy around Stefan and the chef. And remember I said, and I do remember, I remember that that first card was the Two of Cups and it was in reverse. And I said something about him and his relationships is a thing. Something is more with him and this chef. Two of Cups in reverse. And now allegedly they saying that she possibly, allegedly is pregnant from him as well. So, you know, my thing is don't shoot the messenger. But anyhow, anyway, let's get into the cards and let's start and see what is the current energy for Miss Cardi just in general. Because, child, this thing with him, I'm just here to tell you, right? Mr. Stone.This. And then Offset and his mess over the weekend. And just, it's just, I almost still feel, I'm still going to stick with Offset was better than this, unfortunately. She could have just, you know, but hey, it's just all in opinions. And all things alleged, right? So let's start with the traditional deck. Man. Let me give me a sip, child, because, ooh. I hope y'all doing good. I started working on y'all yearly reading for 2026. So keep y'all notification bells on because I'm going to start releasing those. Should be tomorrow. And then, of course, by the end of the week, it'll be for you guys January. What it'll be for January 2026 for you guys, okay? So stay locked in with me. I was just clearing the deck. Now let's get Cardi's current energy. This child. And y'all, we ain't even in our first, this just the first week of January. Let's see. Ooh, that's interesting. Thank you, Spirit. It came out sideways, right? Okay, thank you, Spirit. All right. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, thank you, Spirit. All right, so let's get extra messages. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay. All right, so family, so let's unpack. So we'll leave that right there. Give me a second, okay? I always know when I'm taking a pause, I'm just kind of unpacking the messages, right? All right, so this is her current energy, current past, current energy, right? Interesting how I didn't see which way that came. But it's something significant about this in the way it's set up. So I'm going to go with Spirit. And hey, you guys see it right here, right now, in real time, right? So Wait a second. Right. This was the last. Oh. I got it. I see what's wrong. So this is that. Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay. Let's get into it. So, let me make sure I got everything low in my earpiece and everything cut off before we even get into this, because this going deep before we even, get the ball rolling, right? So, interesting. Cardi, current energy right now in real time, right? This was the extra messages, and this is the reading. Wow. Sorry about this, y'all. But the messages are downloading. This is the extra message off to the side. This is the focal point. Whew. Right now, in real time, it is so interesting. Look at this girl's first card out the deck, Soul Family. The Tower card. Cardi. Hell of a card to get to. Starting off the top of this 1 year. We at the beginning of a new year and a brand new cycle. And you coming in with the drama. Almost like this the theme for your year ahead. And you know what's interesting too? So make sure, like I said, y'all keep them notification bells on, okay? Because this is going to be your year ahead reading coming up. But astrologically, you Libras are going to really be experiencing shakeups in your relationships because it's in your house and your energy for this year. This tower represents a lot of things, a lot of different things. That's why it took a second to unpack the messages, right? And it's interesting how the cards landed with this one sideways. And I just want you guys to see in the visible, right? This tower energy is here, right? Sudden upheaval, sudden changes. All of these things are coming suddenly and just right now in Cardi's life. The decision she's made has brought her right here to this point, okay? Her life in general has been chaos for a while. This is right here in the messages, right? But the thing about how this tower is positioned is a thing, right? And something said, do the reading tonight before you start to release those yearly messages, right? And this is why. This decision to deal with this man has been, when I say, I can't even make the messages up. It's here. This is a disaster, Cardi. Right now, your energy, your emotions, your mind, everything is all over the place. It's nothing but chaos. You all in your feels because all these things keep coming out. Look at this Page of Wands and it's in reverse. And you know what? Spirit has a sense of humor. When you see that Page of Wands, that can represent a phallus that's reckless. News about this man not keeping his dick in his pants. Is this not right or wrong? So now he facing felony charges, tower moment energy. You trying to talk to the victim. You got a tour in front of you that people don't even know if you gonna even be a part of it, if you gonna even show up. Not to mention you being tied to bad news about your man. And you taking up for him and getting involved with the victim. On top of that, you mad at Tasha K for your decisions that you made. Tasha K ain't do nothing but do what she do, which is report the news, whether you like it or not. Remember when you sued her for the $4 million, it was the same bullshit. Because she told the truth, because she said Offset cheated, and who he did it with, you were so upset that you sued her, right? So now you talking shit, you know, all of this, standing up for your man. But you know what this tells me too? With this towel right here, he ain't finna stand up for you. I think I said in that last reading, if I'm not mistaken, the best thing Cardi can do right now is cut her losses. Cut your losses. Because if this tower is the beginning thing and you just getting started for this year, you got a hell of a journey ahead of nothing but challenges that's going to put you right here. This is a loss for you, baby girl. Not just you dealing with this brings you disaster. You better take this chaotic tower moment right now that you're dealing with your life in all these different areas, and you better make this tower a good tower. Because through this, something has to come through for you. Some form of awakening. You need some revelations. You supposed to be getting ready for a tour. And you all on the internet talking shit, crashing out. Look, tower, crashing out. Right? Running her mouth. News. Conflict. You sticking up for this no good nigga. Look at you. You sideways. The Empress in reverse. Venus energy. You a Libra. The thing about the Empress being sideways, because she's a new mother. Remember, that's the most abundant card in the deck. Venus energy is right there to remind you. This is a card of harvest. This is a card of abundance. You know, just beauty, fertility. And it's funny. This is a card also of good parenting, right? Continuous growth, evolution. This is an abundant card, and it's sideways. You a new mom. You got 2 babies, all of them babies, but I'm talking about real babies. They might even not even be walking if I'm not mistaken. One of them for sure. I'm not sure about the other baby. She might be headed to it. But at any rate, this is going to bring your demise, Cardi. You got a chance. This Empress is sideways. You can cut your losses. You should have had enough bad news. Enough. We shouldn't even have to get to the other messages for this to be in the energy right now. If you dial it back and focus on what you're supposed to be focused on, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, which means that you not being the mom that you need to be right now for these kids. You got all these different things going on that are really causing you a collapse. This is also And the energy represent a mental breakdown at some point. I'm telling you, something about this concert, guys. The Tower, this bad news of delays. This is delays in motion. I think I've been saying this through and through. Something about the tour, right? Some form of delay. Let me say something. I don't think, even in this messages that, with this tower here, right? So family, this wasn't the best decision to have this meltdown. This is the meltdown she also is having, right? This situation is a complete disaster, Cardi. There's no other way to sugarcoat it. There's no other way to, make it seem like it could be a little bit better. Because again, complete collapse. Baby girl, this is the Five of Pentacles. This is loss. Don't nobody never want to see this shit on the table. Financial loss. This is you also showing your insecurities to the world. Every conversation, I'm a bad bitch. I got good pussy. Or, all of that. All of that. None of that don't matter. This represents so many things. That's why I paused. 5 changes, Cardi. Right up under this tower. This is loss for you. In the form of finances. This could be some form of money, or maybe so much as those ticket sales right now aren't doing their best. This is in the energy. This is the cheating. And it continues to be multiple. When you change the position of this Five of Pentacles, it's the energy of a woman that's a hoe, a gold digger, or, all of those type of things, right? A mistress. And the energy of this card is just giving more babies, more women. This is a loss. A loss. Home. Here with the Lovers, right? When you see the Four of Wands, this is about home. This is about celebrations, guys. This is about your foundation. And with this Five of Pentacles right here, this is a shakeup in your foundation and in your relationships, Cardi. This man didn't come up for no Two of Cups. This is a Lover's card. He here to love all of y'all. He got much, abundance of to give with this Empress energy, right? The focal point energy is funny, Queen of Wands, right? And this is the energy of her down here to defend and, coming down here in the energy of, this is my man, my man, my man. And I'm going to defend, everything around me. This is her energy, right? Ain't it funny how this is the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands is here about news? Down here, you know, going off on Tasha K. You know, everything done, you know, in an energy of just crashing out, you know? The fire energy in her. She been arguing and fussing and fighting all day, it seems, right? Cardi, this ain't it, baby. And let me just say this, like I said, we didn't even get through the cards and look at the extra message that came out. It's through and through, baby. This is heartbreak. All this shit you got going on is gonna bring you nothing but heartbreak. Talking shit to Tasha K. Telling her about the money she owe you with this 5 of Pentacles right here, right? Bitch, I'm coming for you, bitch. Get ready. And when you look at the messages, it looked like you want to shake up her foundation, right? Because you saying she owes you. She really feeling this man. But look, like I said, this is the Lovers. This is about attraction, passion. Wands are here, right? Sexual energy. In her mind, like I said, my man, my man. But this represents him doing other things with other people. And it all ends in heartbreak. When it's in reverse, it's funny because the card energy is about moving on, right? And recovery. And remember I said the best thing she can do in this whole situation is move forward. Move on. This is going to cost her major losses. The Tower is here. Be careful, Cardi, because this might not just be the Tower moment. Could be current, past, or just ahead. Home is here, and she's supposed to be on tour. You get it? I'm telling you. It's funny because this, you know, 3 of Swords in reverse could even represent the fans in a sense, you know, heartbroken, but in the essence of still doubting you. Like, I knew she wasn't going to make this tour no way, child. Type energy. Where it's like they looking forward to it, but you don't show up possibly and allegedly, right? So it's to an energy of, yeah, we, you know, disappointed, but we just going to move on and move forward from there. Because they not expecting much. You got to fix this, Cardi. Let me tell you something. This is the victim. This is the money. Y'all see that? That could be Tasha K. Owen is, see that Ace of Pentacles in reverse? Ain't that funny? This could represent you trying to bribe the girl. And she said, nah, you going to have to go talk to my lawyer. I'm good. I don't even want that money. Another thing this represents is Cardi is going to be Cardi. She gonna always play the victim. And if you notice that every time she goes on a rant, it's in the messages, right? Right here. She always argue and say nasty stuff to the person, but then she flips it back manipulatively and say, because you did this to me, da-da-da-da. But really, nobody didn't do nothing today but do their job. But remember, she's going to play the victim, okay? This is you coming after her. But it looked like, Cardi, something about what you did today may put Tasha K in a position where she might don't even have to pay you all that money like that. And I think y'all already, from my understanding, I thought y'all came to an agreement, but I don't know. So y'all got to sound off in the comments on the most recent. Because with her filing for bankruptcy, remember, it's interesting. We're going to continue to see her. This is, fame, notice, all of the things. She going to do collaborations more going forward. This year is her goal. Being in the public eye. It's a good placement because it's victory. So success in partnerships for her, right? But she got some ways to change. And maybe the reason why I'm pausing is because these, we're saying what's happening now, like in the current past, current energy, kind of like what's ahead. And when we looking at this energy of Cardi, she's gonna have to experience a few more of these collapse moments. This is gonna make her understand and eventually maybe get the bigger picture. And maybe as she progresses forward this year, she'll change and, release all of this chaos, so she can push forward to new lanes of doing things and being successful at it, right? This is actually really sad, She really, really, really should have just stayed with Offset, right? So, let's ask, that's the current energy. So let's ask about her and Tasha K. Even though we saw that, let's ask, and let's also ask, let's get the energy around that. Child, the nigga ain't no good. And it's do y'all see that it keep coming up? Let's see what the current energy is with her and Tasha K right now. And this is from Cardi B's, perspective. Okay, guys? Ain't that something? Let's just put that right there. All right, so, ooh, okay. Well, we'll start here and we'll leave that there. They got messages for them. Remember my nose was itching, right? Thank you, sis. For these two, right? Copy. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Extra. All right. So let's get into it, right? It's so funny in messages. I can't make them up. All right, so let's unpack this energy between these two, right? And some of the kind of similar messages, right? A little bit. All right, let's see what these extra messages were about. That was interesting. I won't change. This was first. Oh. This second. Okay, I'm just unpacking. You know, I always when I take a pause. So, Soul Family. Ooh, and we at 33 minutes. Okay. Queen of Cups. Tasha K. Like in my Armand voice, right? Tasha K. Now, Queen of Cups is Tasha K's energy. And she was summoned down to the internet today, right? And it's funny, guys, because it's right here beside this hangman. Cardi claimed that, ain't it funny how the cards just come right out with the messages? Cardi claimed that Tasha K been she allegedly said in a way like, you've been avoiding me. Where's my fucking money? Where's my fucking check, right? Queen of Cups, hangman. Okay? So this is the energy, of her and how she feel like you owe me money. She said, I got something new for you. Call your lawyer. Blah, blah, blah. This is the messages right here, right? But what's interesting is, this Tasha K was in her feelings today. I was hearing her messages, right? She feels like, she learned a tough lesson from this. I'm telling you, it's in the messages, right? So the way that she's going to respond, guys, the way that she's going to come at Cardi, she learned her lesson. She coming from a new perspective, and a new way of doing things, right? I'm telling you, this is the energy of Cardi May. At some point, I don't know if they're going to let this situation go. Because you got the 10 of Wands here, which is the fight, right? This her going off on her today. Look, 10 of Wands with the Queen of Cups. Ain't that funny? This is Cardi. She releasing everything that's on her chest, right? So because of Stefan, she took it out on everybody with this heavy load 10 of Wands energy, which we clearly saw in her tower moments coming in right now in real time, right? all this stress over her right now, and you added this to, you know what I'm saying, your table. You added this to the list today. News, right? You was being nasty today with this Page of Cups. A lot of news in the cards, right? And I ain't trying to be funny, but this is the messages of how she addressed Tasha K today, right? Something about this, Cardi, is going to end up working in Tasha K's favor. What you did today, right? The Five of Cups is here. This is about loss. It's the money she owe you, but on some level, it looks like you're going to have to take a loss. Eventually, they just come to an ending. Death is here, right? The way you handled it today, not good. It's in the messages. It's funny because you've been talking shit all day and being manipulative. And these are these two cards sitting right here. Ace of Swords and the Magician, right? And you've been talking shit about all the money people owe you. Queen of Coins, right? Bitch, you better have my money. Where the fuck is my money? It's in the messages, right? So I can go buy me a bracelet or something like that. Manipulative energy too. Manipulating the public. Manipulating when you come down here and you argue and bring your burdens down to the internet. This 10 of Wands. You know, you're manipulative. Page of Cups in reverse. Like I said, that 8 of Swords, the victim. You the victim. You the victim. You cause me grief. You cause me loss. Right? And but this is the ending. So at some point, guys, they come to an agreement. It'll be an ending to this. This is the extra message. It's interesting. 8 of Wands. Moving on. And this will be, you know, this is like momentum, movement. And remember I said, well, what caused all this? Well, her burdens, her energy of, and this is also Queen of Cups, is her being in her feelings about everything today, right? Cardi. That Tower moment energy still kind of correlates with this 8 of Wands energy this way, with because you know 8 of Wands is about fast action, gaining momentum. So this Tower energy is quick and fast energy, right? You got all these pages here. Page of Wands here, okay? Child. This man gonna keep finessing. Eventually, these two may come to some form of agreement, right? You got the 7 of Wands and the 6 of Wands, right? She got that 6 of Wands in the current energy right now. And it's interesting because the position of the card changes, right? You're going to fight her for it. You're going to fight her for it. But that's why this energy is right here. Because this, for some reason, I don't know, Cardi, but whatever you did today changed the trajectory and the energy of this ongoing battle that you got with Tasha K. This is the energy you're going to use for things to go in your favor. Ace of Swords, Magician, Page of Wands, Knight of Wands. But, you know, I always do the top and the bottom towards the end. And the energy of this is about, it's still going to be a struggle. And you're going to be fighting her. And that Five of Cups is here. The Death card is not a win for you in that regard with her. Right? And this is you, Cardi. Listen, this year is a theme of being humble. And this energy in the Six of Wands is about pride before a fall. Remember that Empress was sideways. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You got some things that you got to change about you internally, mentally, a whole lot of things. And you got some nasty ways. And you always show a pattern. It's a pattern in the cards, right? You are somewhat of a bully today. But still, remember those Eight of Swords won't play the victim. Magician, manipulative energy, right? Let's get let's ask about her and the woman, right? The chef. Let's just see. Her blood and then this man's stuff. She needs to stay out of it. Y'all saw the messages for her? Child. She need to let that shit go. Look, I only asked for 3 cards and the chef is in the messages, baby. Listen. Oh. So, family. And a lot of the same messages. Listen. I'm going to just show y'all the focal point card before I even take a sip of my drink. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. The devil. Y'all see that toxic energy? In them toxic ways? I said, Spirit, please give me the energy around Cardi B and the situation with Stone.This and the chef. You don't know this man for real, Cardi. I ain't even said nothing about the messages yet. The focal point. That man has, listen, his appetite for sex, baby. Let me tell you. It's the side of him you don't know. It's like Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's in the messages. First out. Knight of Pentacles. And ain't this funny? This is about offer and money within the next few weeks. The next cycle. And you did try to give her an offer. What? I don't know how far time ago, but it don't seem like it was that long ago. But you inserted yourself in this. It's here in the messages. Because you wanted to change the outcome. So you done stuck your fucking nose in this man's situation. Ten of Swords. This is the betrayal. This is the collapse. This is the fallout. But it's interesting because the way that this card is worded is changing the outcome. So you stepped in and also offered this girl an offer. You did. But y'all gonna be offering her something shortly too. Look at the secrets. The High Priestess is here. I can't make the messages up. I'm telling you, Cardi, it's something about this man. You in the dark, baby. It's some things about him. More secrets. It's more to him than meets the eye. I'm telling you. Look at this 9 of Cups. She did not fulfill his wishes. It's some missing information to this, guys. It's here in the messages, right? Y'all don't know the whole truth. Cardi don't know the whole truth. Something about this energy. This man got a hell of an addiction. Look at that with that 9 of Cups. I'm talking about he got an appetite for sex like no other. Allegedly. And maybe not so much allegedly with all the children, right? The lovers. The lovers in reverse again. Same energy from the reading in the very beginning. When I did them, a few weeks ago, right? Not even a week, I don't think. This man and this woman had some things going on. And there's more to this story. It's missing information. And it's secrets here. And even secrets with those pages on the table. More things will continue to come out. It's not a good look for Cardi. The 10 of Swords is here. I cannot stress it enough. At this time, I know she had a baby from this man. But this will be the best thing for her right now. Is to kind of pivot away from this. Here go the victim card again, the 8 of Swords. Look, the message is on the table, y'all. With the 10 of Coins. She want her money. It's so funny how this card say, for the love of money. Listen, shawty want that bread, okay? You victimize me, give me my coins. Right here in the messages. Can't make it up. This man got some real dark tendencies aligned with, I'm talking about his sexual energy, honey. Listen. Three of Cups. her intervening, him having a little bit more going on than what he's saying. Gonna have to pay. It's gonna cost some money. The 5 of coins right here. This indulgent energy gonna cost. Damn. And he's not being truthful. And the chef either. They both got missing information that's left out of this story. They got some other things going on, and it's gonna cost. It's gonna cost. That's interesting. All right, so that's all Cardi's energy right now, guys. And we 52 minutes. Let's at least pull Tasha K right quick. Let's at least get her current energy. And then we'll definitely do these messy cards, right? And we'll do a 3-card pull. We'll do the regular one, 3-card on what's to come on her. But Cardi, on Cardi's end right now, her having this, you know, these tower moments today, these rants, these, you know, she need to be somewhere focusing on a tour that she got that's not even really, what, a month away or so, or 2 months. So let's see. Child. Girl, the man gonna be a problem. She got to teach, oof. And her taking up for him and all that in the messages just now is not good. It's not a good look, y'all. Not at all. Cardi, your year, baby, you got to switch the trajectory of this drama, right? First card coming out, the Tower. Thank you, Tasha K. Okay, so that fell. I think that this one was, it kind of flipped. This one. Damn, that's a lot of messages for her. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's do it like this. I'm sorry, y'all. Gotta unpack. Y'all see, I wasn't ready for all them cards to come out like that, right? So let's see what Tasha got. Okay, so hold on. This was this way. This was next. That was next. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Tasha K. Damn, I'm sorry, I got the heater going. I'm gonna go cut it off too, guys. I'm perfect. The message came right up. Okay, so this is her. Damn, Tasha. Okay. She got quite a few messages. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn it. I'm sorry I done had it going so long. I forgot. I know somebody complained about the sound, so I apologize. Damn. Interesting. Tasha K. Focal point energy, right? 3 of Pentacles. And this one working woman, right? But that's the energy of her, you know, tackling all her things head on. And we ain't even flipped the cards yet, right? This represents her reaching out to her legal teams, you know, every resource that she can do, collaborations, projects, all of the things for her on the table. This is the Knight of Wands energy, you know, because one thing Tasha gonna do, you know, you got to give her credit. She stands on business, baby, when it is time to do her job. That's a strong woman, okay? She comes in with energy and she's passionate about, you know, doing what she does. It's the Page of Cups. It's her energy. She loves reporting this news, okay? She actually really loves that, right? She got new opportunities on the table too. Stuff that she really is working on. Because this is her current energy, right? Current past, current energy. You know, new year, moving into a new cycle. You can't make the messages up. She actually has started the top of the year off running. Knight of Wands, she in action. She moving and shaking, moving and shaking. Projects, work, business. New cycle here. Jupiter is in Cancer. She's a Pisces. Good luck is coming for her. Good energy will be coming for her. She's going to have some good opportunities this year, 2026, Tasha K. The Hierophant is here. This is the contract. This is the money owed, right? Sideways, funny. The 4 of Coins. This is the situation. You know, Tasha holding back her funds, diversifying and putting them in all different kind of places. Putting things back. She in action, making plans. You see that? One thing about her, she take care of her business. It's in the messages, right? Exhausting all her legal resources, seeing what she got to do. Even making decisions and plans, guys, Tasha K, even when it comes to money, just in general, she has a plan in place. Savings, was hidden allegedly, what's coming in, you know, what's going out. Interesting. Something about them will come to an agreement, I'm telling you. It's in the messages, right? It's definitely stressing her out what happened today. You know, it's funny that the Two of Swords is here because Tasha like, you know, bitch, I'm sick and tired of going back and forth with you about your fucked up relationships and these niggas that you choosing that ain't shit, right? Because you ain't willing to see the truth, bitch. Look at that. I can't make the messages up. You want to come for me, right? Because you mad about the decisions you made with Offset and with Stefan. And ooh, Tasha K got such a sense of humor. She like, look, bitch, you down here mad at me because you not willing to see the truth about your bullshit and these niggas got you looking crazy. You out here looking like a damn fool. While this man got all these kids, allegedly all these women still coming forth saying they pregnant with child. You had Christmas with all newborns present. I mean, I don't know if that's happened yet. And if it is, at least we know it has happened, but just, that's a lot, right? Tasha could, you know, be experiencing some ups and downs in her marriage too, allegedly. Maybe some things hidden that she can't see, right? Maybe allegedly in her relationship, you know, her, you know, her passion, her work schedule, the way she moves, I know they work together, but this could bring problems too on some level. It's also the energy of, I know I paused, but it could be some ups and downs in the relationship, and somebody could be somebody who, you know, may go off to the side and pay for a little extra entertainment and the person can't see it, right? Maybe you think you know, you see, you thinking of it in the back of your spirit, but you just like, you know what, I don't even want to know. If I don't know, I don't want to know, right? Ten of Cups, you know, it's brought a lot of strife on Tasha. She definitely learned a lesson with this situation, with this money. Queen of Swords, this the, you know, situation. And this is definitely her on the bullshit. But ain't it funny how that heartbreak card still keep coming out in reverse? It's the energy of Cardi today. This her saying, you owe me the money. You owe me the money. The situation already happened, but Cardi, the messages keep coming through, doing through something about this energy is not going to be, what Cardi did today wasn't good, right? How she came down here and addressed it and handled it, and something about it is not going to be good for her when it comes to this. Look at that. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Work with no results again. She ain't got it, and it's something about it where you're not going to get what you thinking or something. These two going to be beefing forever. Fulfillment will come at some point in this year with Tasha now. There's some things that she's happy about. And maybe the things that she's happy about overrides the things she's not so happy about. Allegedly, right? But this is this Knight of Pentacles. And it's an offer in the upright, right? But in reverse, she ain't gave Cardi none of this money. A little bit of it. You can see it. It's like a little bit. She been trying to work it out with her too. But something about one thing about Tasha K, she don't play. She gonna keep going. She gonna keep going, guys. She got a whole lot on her plate, but one thing she gonna do, she gonna keep working. You ain't gonna stop her. That's for damn sure. And you ain't gonna silence her either. Interesting. So let's do a 3-card pull on. I'm gonna tell you something, guys. In her energy and in Cardi energy, it's the same. It's like, it just looks like with this money situation, they'll eventually come to, I think they've already come to an agreement, but it looks like with everything drumming up again, but it's something about in the energy how Cardi just, she didn't handle this in the best way today. And something about this may not turn out in her favor in that regard, right? So I don't know, but it looked like they're going to be going back to the table. And it still looked like Cardi B, you know, she going to always be going after Tasha K for this money. And it looked like Tasha K going to, you know, do what she got to do enough to do what she not got to do. And it looked like she going to continue to push forward. One thing she not going to do is stop, because it was in the messages, right? That's crazy. Let me ask, how do Tasha K feel about Cardi B? 3-card pull real quick. No. Please, girl, give me 1 to 3. Let's see, 1 to 3. Thank you. There we go. Oh, wow. Tasha K funny as hell. Listen. It's funny. She like, you know, 2 of Wands, the focal point. It's funny. It's like the Ace of Coins is here. You know, she feel like you did all this. I owe you this money. And then the Tower is here. It's funny. It's like, I owe you this money. Well, bitch, you gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? The Hermit is here. It's hilarious. It's brought a lot of things. I'm telling you, this situation, this Tower moment, this money that's owed, this issue they're having, this, you know, ongoing battle beef between them, you know, Tasha K just looking at it like, I've learned so much And this was a situation that happened to me, so it could push me forward and elevate me. It made her step her game up in a lot of ways, right? But baby, she looking at it like, I'm going to do just enough of what I got to do. But since you see that tower here, this is the bankruptcy. And it's like, look, the hermit, I'm out of sight. She ain't trying to get this girl this money. It's in the messages. But the timing card is here. Eclipse energy is ahead in February. So, you know, a moment comes where, like I said, they can eventually balance the scales, right? A moment will come. A tower is here. An eclipse is here. Death card was in the messages. You know, at some point they will come to an ending. And it's inevitable with all these towers in the messages, and this solar eclipse energy is nothing but confirmation, right? So at the end of the day, you know, between now and the next 6 months, we can see, you know, what will really come of these two and how they'll, you know, move forward. Possibly, maybe not so much as amicably, but enough to get a resolve to what it is between the two of them that they need to get done. So that's interesting that the timing card came out, right? Let's just see how Cardi B feel about Tasha K real quick. 3 cards. Tasha K looking at it like, okay, bitch, I owe you that money, but whatever. Shit, like, girl, do what I gotta do. Enough to do what I gotta do and keep pushing forward, because that was in her messages, right? Quickly, what's Cardi B about? It's like they gonna be forever, child. It's so funny because you got all these timing cards for these two, right? And the focal point is vernal equinox energy, and it's about darkness coming to light. And so, you know, all of this happened so suddenly, right? Even with the 8 of Wands is here again. You know, to me, this is Cardi's energy right now, period. Just you know, this quick, these towers, these moments, all these different situations coming at her fast. And it's just the energy of her being, you know, frustrated with all the things that she already dealing with. Okay? And so the energy, you know, summer solstice, right? And then the other energy was about the energy of dark to light. And so it's like y'all can come out of this energy and move forward, but the death card is here. She don't fuck with Tasha K. She want her money. She want her money now. That's how she feel. This is the messages. It's in the cards, right? But again, 9 years. This is the end of a cycle. So at some point, the messages are through and through. This will come to an end, right? She feel like you always talking about me personally, 4 of Wands, right? My home, my men, my husband, my, you know, the men I'm dealing with, my foundation. And you always bringing to me what's going on wrong if they cheating. 3 of Swords, right? And she feel like it's a betrayal factor. Ten of Swords here. You know, you always shining light, making light of my failures. Death card. She can't stand her. But the position of that Three of Swords still tells me something in the energy about them. You know, at some point this will end. And it may not be all of what Cardi wants and vice versa, but I don't know. But something comes up in regards to the energy of how she handled this today. So let's just kind of be on the lookout for it. Let's pull some messy cards to get on up out of here. We've been here for a good little second, right? Let's just pull these T cards real quick. I want to see these, you know. I won't shuffle all. I'm going to just ask to get the energy between them, right? Glad y'all be riding with me. So let's see. So child, and we'll just do quick 1 and 3 and see what come out, right? Let me just say, Cardi, tighten up. Some things you need to do at the top of the year. Things that she need to get in front of ASAP, baby. Because this ain't a good situation for her. And it ain't going to end well either with her continuing to go in this direction. So let's be on the lookout for the tour, for everything. Looks like she got something going to come in quick too, right? Okay, Spirit. Okay. Now, last deck, and then we're going to read our messages. Let's see what these two got. And this is, you know, just general messages that could be going on in their lives, around their lives, and amongst the two, you know, amongst each other. So these are just general messages, but let's see what comes out, right? Alright, getting in your feelings about the wrong thing. Girl. Y'all sound off and let me know how y'all feel. I just be wanting to see the energy around these people, right? Okay. Let's see what's up. Now, yeah, we can just hit these here. So you know I'm gonna start with my little cup of tea first. Y'all know me. Okay, so not today, right? Ain't that the energy of the day? How Cardi came down here? Not today, baby. Left on red, not in the mood, avoidance. She was not in the mood for what was going to be happening in her life today, right? Cloud 9, emotional fulfillment, expectations met, ecstatic. You know, she over there on cloud 9 now, child, with that man, but I just don't know. It's funny, dirty money, illegal activities, thievery, laundering. Let me just say this. Necessarily mean nobody got to be stealing no money. But when I see dirty money, this could be the offer under the table to certain people, allegedly, and all that type of stuff, right? Using your money to do things you ain't got no business doing it with. So it could be a lot of different things, right? And that could be both ways. So graduation day, leveling up, lessons learned, acquired wisdom. Remember I said Tasha K had all her messages in the energy of that. And her 2026 is just that. So watch ahead and see how things, you know, move forward for her, because it definitely was in her messages, right? And her going through this situation with Cardi B. Remember I said it acquired wisdom for her. She learned a lot of lessons and it was her time. It put her in position to level up, right? You got heart fog, mixed emotions, unclear feelings, wishy-washy. Remember I said that's the energy Cardi played, you know, coming down here, all in her feelings. And so because of everything being bothered, that other things bothering her, she taking it out on other people, right? Trash, rejection, taking out the trash, kicking to the curb. So we don't know, but that could go for both ways. You know, allegedly, Tasha K or Cardi. And Cardi, you know, maybe she may listen to the call. Who knows? We'll see. Allegedly. But then I say that, man, baby, that devil card was there. Mind games, manipulation, gaslighting, and scare tactics. And this could also be energy of her, you know, when she came down here, allegedly, I guess not allegedly. I mean, it was in her words, right? Where she was talking to Tasha K and told her what she was going to do to her. That could be a form of scare tactics, allegedly. All the feels, deep love, soul connection, feeling at home. It was a lot of energy of her, you know, all in her feels and feeling that way. Ain't this so funny, y'all? On blast, outing personal info, being called out in public humiliation. I'm going to leave that right there. I know y'all at the house laughing, right? Don't the cards got a sense of humor, y'all? I can't make up the messages, right? All right, Ace. New beginnings, water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Tasha K is the Pisces. Memories, nostalgia, going back down memory lane. Remember I said that, Cardi. This is giving deja vu. The same energy you giving Tasha now is the same energy you giving her today. They got to do behind what? Your man that has been put on blast for the 100th gazillionth time. Outing personal info, being called out, public humiliation, right? Decisions are to be made. North Node, cosmic purpose. I said Tasha K is standing on business this year, and her purpose is her goal. It's her purpose. Release, surrender, and purge. Remember I said transformation cards are there. At some point, these two will get to the ending, right? Guarded, vulnerability. Listen, this could be both ways. Cardi, wake up, my dear. Sun, strength, empowerment, okay? Strength is in the messages, right? Receive, open, okay? So Cardi says she want her money, her owo. And you got Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, fire energy, Ace of Wands. These are the new creative projects ahead for both of them. The tour, this could be Stephon Diggs, no good, but allegedly. Okay. Just been put on blast. Let's see what we got here as we close out. Love y'all too, guys. Breaking cycles, ending harmful patterns, freedom from repetition, new beginnings. It stops with me. This could go both ways for them. Who knows? Two-faced. Says one thing, does another. Betrayal behind kindness. Pretends loyalty, trust carefully. Okay. Well, they both feel the same about each other, right? Two-faced. Now, let it go. Remember I said something about letting this go. I don't know, but it keep coming up in the messages, right? Release grudges, emotional freedom, forgiving yourself and others, and free your heart, okay? Me versus me. Ain't these two the same? Ain't they mirroring each other? Self-competition, personal growth, becoming better than yesterday, my only competition. Both of these guys can say me versus me and the energy of them, you know, getting in their own way sometimes, right? Unbothered, peace despite chaos, calm attitude, detachment from negativity, not my drama. Maybe this could be the energy that they'll both take moving forward. But unbreakable. Didn't I say Tasha K was unbreakable? Inner toughness, enduring hardship, strength through adversity. Nothing can break me. I say can't nothing break her, baby. She built for it. Tough. You hear me? Gaslighted, reality distortion, emotional manipulation, questioning sanity. You're imagining things. Cardi, that might just be just for you, baby girl. Okay? Because, baby, you've been down here, you know, wreaking havoc, emotional manipulation, okay? And you have been that tower moment, losing your sanity in front of the world. Reality distortion on this man, honey. We need you to get out of them rose-tinted glasses, okay, sister? Hopefully, hopeless romantic. If that's not Cardi, I don't know who it is, baby. Believing in fairy tales. You know what? This is the card to close out on it, so family. Woo, I know y'all be laughing at these messages. Don't Spirit got a sense of humor? Believing in fairy tales, idealizing love, constantly waiting, and forever dreaming. Ooh, Cardi girl. Tasha, ascension, spiritual growth this year for you, baby. Higher awareness, next level consciousness, and elevating myself, okay? And those have been our messy messages. Okay. Well, I love you guys. And I got a few more on there that I'm going to try to upload too. I know we got to do KYLIE and Timothy. And I hope I'm saying his name right. Chalamet. And correct me, y'all. I don't mean no harm, no foul. We got to do Meghan and Harry. And we're going to do Beyonce, okay? So we got a few people on the docket. Oh, and we got to do Trump because it looks like we are possibly at the brink of World War III. So we're going to get into a few politics, not into it. So that's not how we doing the reading. We just kind of seeing what's going on, okay? So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, Soul Family, and be looking out for your yearly, reading for this year, 2026 ahead for your zodiac sign. I love y'all, and I will see you guys soon in the next one. And honey, let's just say for 2026, we just gonna, prayers up for these two that it looks like they will eventually come to some form of an ending, okay? Now, we just gonna see how it all have to play out. And energy always change. So, see y'all soon, and we can always get back to it, all right? Peace and love, Soul Family. Thanks for watching The Common Corner Show. Peace and love, Soul Family. And I'll see you guys in the next one.